Hello everyone, welcome back to TrevDog Gaming here on YouTube. This is the game Farming Simulator 25. We're now Season 1, Episode 11. Oh my goodness, a lot has happened. I've moved over to the month of April. Look at this thing. I can't seem to put the pellets in a decent sort of efficient way. There's gaps everywhere, but look how many of these things I've got on here. I think it's 22. So there must be about $80,000 worth of lettuce just sitting there. Oh my goodness, these things have been flying along. I've got water in all of these again as of this morning. So I got up early, I think it was about 6 a.m. or something. Said hi to Grandpa Walter and then just went to work. So I've been filling all these things up with water. You wouldn't believe it. I found out what was going on with the cows, feeding the cows. So it went pear-shaped to start with. So later on down the track, we've got to buy this stuff, which is the mineral feed. What's it called? TMR? That's what we should be using, but you know, Trev did everything backwards. So I bought straw and hay, and then I put straw in there, it didn't work, and then I eventually worked out it was hay. Hay, hay, hay. So what I did was this one's spare, so 8,000 litres of hay, right? Then I put one in here, and I think it's gone from 8,000 down the bottom there, the bale. It says 3,309 litres left, but that was on top of what I put in there. So at the moment the food is sitting at 11,250 litres, thank you, and the water's kind of full, so 6,000 litres. Can you see that okay? It's kind of a little bit hard against that writing there, but anyway. So look, the health went from 0 to 100%. There's only still 3 out of 25 cows. I'm not sure what that means. Does it take a while for them to reproduce? I mean, I'm kind of thinking, I'm pretty certain they're 3 females. Hang on. This requires closer inspection. Female. Female, I think that's female, so I don't know. I'm not sure. Do I need to go buy a bull, or do I just wait a bit longer? I don't know. Anyhow. Where's the... can I... open animal dialogue, okay. So... Oh, gestation period's 10 months. Puberty... 18 months. What have I actually got in here? See, they're all the ones you can have. It's quite amazing, actually. So hang on. This says 3 by 58 months. These were kind of older cows when I inherited the farm, I guess, but 3 by 58 months? Goodness me, they're almost 5 years old. Well, they shouldn't have a problem. Produces milk. Cows like grass, hay, and TMR. Additionally, they require water. Oh, that is a calf. Animals that are healthy and older than 80 months can reproduce. Okay. Oh, well, okay. I don't know. It's magic, but anyway, I'll just wait a bit longer and see. We might end up seeing, instead of 3/25, we might see 4 or 5/25. Anyhow, give it a little bit more time, I guess. So, a couple of things we need to do. I was going to move the fertilizer. I'll tell you why. I'm seriously thinking, I looked all through the shop for another trailer that was a bit smaller that might fit my needs in terms of getting through the playground with the timber. I've read up and it looks like you can't carry some of the timber on the forks of a tractor to sell. They have to be on the back of a truck or on a trailer, I think. So I don't know why it didn't sell the first time. I couldn't tell you, but maybe I just need to re-investigate that. But I was seriously thinking, why don't I just keep this $20,000 trailer for just the produce that's coming out of the greenhouses, and then get something else that I can use over here that I can store the timber on. That way, when timber comes out of the sawmills, it goes directly onto the trailer that's heading off to the the market or the sales location, rather than, because I had to move one of them out of the way over here, and it's a bit messy. So that's what I'm thinking. But I have got this large trailer over here, the green red one. If I buy that, instead of 20,000, it's a bit more. It's about 31, but without the sides on. So I think this, as it is now, as you see it here, is 40,000. I think if I just have it as a, like a, what's it called, like a bale trailer. So it has, I think, this half height front on here, and then just a flatbed. I reckon, I seriously think I could fit. Yeah, I reckon I could fit beams at the front and the back, kind of thing. So I'm kind of thinking, oh, well, I might be able to fit 4 lots of wood beams, and then quite a few, maybe 8, 6 to 8, 4 to 6, 8 of the planks or something. So I should be able to carry a lot of timber, and it's a little bit shorter in the length, so I think that would be easier to maneuver. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Then the fertilizer is not used all year round. I might bring it round here. Maybe we should house it under there somewhere. This little shed here, guess what I did? I went and bought myself a second-hand winch, and I did it up. I fixed it. Well, I took it to the mechanic, he fixed it. So this, I think, was about half price. Maybe 16,000 new, I think. And then I fixed it up, so it probably cost me about 9.5. I think I bought it for 8 and a bit. So anyway, I've got a winch to be able to carry or drag trees in, which is not a bad thing, I suppose. Dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's right. Oh, he goes through walls. I'm not sure if I showed you this last episode, but there's honey in here. See, it was 160 something litres, now it's 204, so it seems like it's mine, but I didn't start it, so that must have been something left over, I guess, by Grandpa Walter. Anyhow, I think we're going to go sell. Now, I'm not quite sure how this is going to work, because I think we might transport it the way it is, and then when we get a little bit closer, we may have to undo the straps. It's not like we go up and down hills, it's pretty flat trying to get there, but it's hard getting into the place, I guess. That's kind of the problem. Believe it or not, I think the easiest way is to do a loop around the cows. Yeah, I'm not going the other way. Again, that was like a bit nuts. It's a bit rocky, the way that I have been going, so yeah, I'm just gonna go around here. I never see a car come up this road, hey? By the way, too, I went down there and I did a wood contract. I did a couple of wood contracts. Last episode I was mentioning one of the wood contracts is terrible, and I did it again and it was terrible. I'm a beggar for punishment, I tell you. But yeah, I did one down there, and I took the really small green and red wagon behind the silo over there. I took that with timber in it, just logs, and I only got like 200 bucks. And the cutting down the tree contract was like 900 bucks. I'm going, I'm not doing that again. It's just a waste of time and effort. Putting all these tree stumps and branches that I've cut up into the wagon took long enough. And then going and selling it and only getting 200 bucks. Hardly seems worth it. Alright, now, can I just stop here for a sec? I don't think they're going to fall off if I do this. Well, I hope not. But I don't think it actually sells if they're strapped, so... Which is kind of funny. Maybe I should be parking it in there and then doing this. I don't know. But like as I said, it's pretty flat. See if we can sell this off. So what are we sitting on? Exactly 133,900. Is there a car coming? No? Oh, you watch this. As soon as which way's he going? Oh good, go that way then. As soon as I come out on the road, they're like, all the traffic in the world's coming. So I'm doing this very carefully. I don't care if I take over the sign. I knock down signs all the time, but... Alright. Yeah, it's not a great deal of space. There you go, she's starting to sell. Am I up against something? What am I up against? Can't quite see. Oh, am I up against the front fence? Oh, I am. Yeah, Trev, you might want to turn there a bit, dude. There you go. Sell those. And sell those. There you go. 200 and... What the? 214,971? We were at 133, weren't we? Oh, so we did get 80-something thousand, I think. Wow. That is a bargain, I think. So how many pallets were there? There was 22? So we must have got just under 4,000 each. It's a lot better than the price that shows up, you know. I reckon we can go and afford this other trailer. I reckon that's what we should do. Oh, actually... See, I don't think I can back this back very easily. See, it does that. That's like... That's nuts. Sorry, dear, I'm going to have to come and park in there, I think. As long as it's kind of out of the way a bit, it's not a huge big deal, I suppose. Yeah, it's kind of out of the way there. So I might go off to the store and see if we can pick up another one of these green and red trailers, but kind of seems silly paying 10 grand more for a trailer that's not quite as big. But it's just what would make it more comfortable to be able to sell, I guess. Anywho, we seem to be doing quite well at the moment. Got over 200,000, so what are we doing? 200 and almost 215, so we'll be down to about 183, 184 or something. Yeah, that's nothing, really. I mean, it's the sort of thing where I wouldn't mind, you know, putting down another greenhouse or something. Although I don't think I can do that very easily at the moment without cutting down more trees, and the sawmills are absolutely chockers at the moment, so... She is kind of a bit of a hazy morning, I think, in the game. Yeah, even looking over the river there, it looks a little bit hazy, a little bit foggy, I think. Anywho, I'm not going in to get anything repaired, not getting fuel or anything. It's kind of pretty full. Just want to go to the shop here and see if we can pick up a trailer. Alright, we'll just stop just here. Park the tractor. Got any specials on at the moment? That would be interesting. Hang on, what's that? Oh, planting potatoes. That's a cultivator. Half price cultivator. It's a much bigger one, isn't it? 6 meters. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I saw that last time, I think. So yeah, these trailers. It's this guy. So I looked at all the others. I'm looking for something with a shorter road base. But something when we set it up, we go back, that's 3,000. But if it just has this front section and a flatbed, that is perfect. So 31,000. Yeah, I think that's it. So it looks like the other wagon that we've got, except it's just flat where I can just lay all the timber on. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering, you know, am I wasting money? But it's so much nicer just having the vehicle just sitting there, and you just you're not double handling all the time, I guess. So anyhow, that's what I want to be able to do, I guess. Don't think I need anything else at the moment. I'd love to get a weeder and all that kind of stuff. I was looking at it just recently, but well, maybe I can now that I've got some more money in the bank, I suppose. See, I reckon that's perfect size to fit all the timber on. That's what I reckon. Well, you know what? We can go and sell some timber and test it out. Take the wood beams and the planks. I have to have a look. I can't remember whether we're about to produce more timber or not. I don't think we are. Go head to head with a truck. Yeah, the wood beams and stuff, yeah, pretty slow to produce, but whatever we were getting, 10 to 11,000 for a pallet of wood beams is actually pretty good. And I think we were getting, what, 4 to 5,000 for the wood planks? It was actually quite good. Sorry about that. Cut them off going around the corner. So we'll go in this kind of front entrance. Then we can line ourselves up next to the shed. Oh, I haven't moved the fertilizer wagon thing, but it doesn't really make that much difference where I park this thing, I suppose. Just anywhere close by where the little green tractor with the forks can pick up the planks. I mean, it kind of feels good coming in and just buying more equipment that you need, make life a little bit easier, I suppose. See, I really want to put it just there. Actually, let me just change these tractors over. Actually, I probably need some ballast on the back anyway, so which way have I got this? It's actually sitting that way, isn't it? Don't hit the shed, Trev. That was actually a bit close. Zoom out a little bit so I can see what's going on. What the? I am the right way around, aren't I? Maybe I'm not. Hang on. Possibly wasn't close enough. There you go. Alright, just leave that there. Because we're going to take this to market, so it's like I can leave this Challenger tractor attached to it, I think. See, if it was always sat just there, that's not bad, because you fit the whole tractor and the trailer in, so it's not too long. But yeah, we want to be able to take... Yeah, it's not a bad example, I suppose. Take some of the beams and some of the planks. I mean, if we were moving more... Whoops, bit too close, Trev. Got to put the forks down first. Oh, now is it wanting me to change control group, is it? There. Alrighty. That down a little bit further. Can I slide in a little bit more? Holy dooly, I'm going to have to put the forks down a bit more. Alright, that should do it. Lean it back a bit. Yeah, I reckon you could fit 2 lots of wood. It's a bit tight, but I reckon you could. I mean, it's got straps anyway, I suppose. I'm just trying to imagine that I've got more than this. Whoops, the other way, Trev, the other way. Have to excuse me getting used to all of this. So I'm trying to purposely imagine that I've got, like... Oh wow, you can almost put... Oh no, that's probably about it, I suppose. Am I there yet? Can I pull back a bit? I think I've got to put my forks down a little bit more. There you go. Whoops. If I just lift it up and I just nudge it a little bit... Yeah, I could easily fit 2 there, probably 2 on top. Or, you know, yeah, see, look at that. That's plenty of room. Alright, let's do the whole, the wooden planks as well. See if we can... I mean, they're going to fit on like you wouldn't believe, but... Come in a little bit closer, Trev. Slide the forks in, they should go straight in. Kinda don't really need to lean it backwards, but... I mean, I could just leave the trailer here, but I want to see it actually sell. Plus, it'd be good to get a little bit of money back, I suppose. Alright, up nice and high. See, you could so easily put 2 lots of planks on there, hey? There you go, easy peasy. Okay. So, this is definitely going to need strapping down. Do I get 3 on there? Oh, how good is that? Look at that! Do I get more than one just there? Oh, okay. But yeah, you could easily fit... Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Alright. Well, I'm going to save the game just here, properly. I know that's kind of doing a quick save, but save it properly. Then we're going to head off to market, back to the playground, which was an absolute nightmare last time we did it. So I think we should get about 15,000 for this from the playground. Kind of bring us up fairly close to 200,000 again. I've got a feeling I might have to go and get the weeder. There was some contracts for weeding, but I couldn't do it. Like, well, I could do it if I used their equipment, but I wouldn't mind getting the larger weeder. Can't remember what the difference was, whether it was 3 meters versus 6 or something. Oh, I've got to tell you something too. I found out that you can get water from the water tower in the city, or in the town there. You know, not really that far from the petrol station. But I had a look at my finances afterwards. After, you know, I purchased a full tank, so 6,050 litres or whatever it was. Do you know I got charged? I'm positive I got charged for it. It's like, I don't know, $1,300 or something for my water charge. I'll bring it up in finances and show you. I just, like, what the... Couldn't believe it. I think you do actually pay for it if you buy town water, so... Stuff that, I'm going back down to the creek. Crying out loud. Alright, this is not the easiest place to get in and out of, I must say. Tell you what though, heck of a lot easier with this tractor. It's got a little bit more grunt going up a hill. Now I think I need to go to the right to sell, right? I need to go in here. Just hold your horses for a sec, because surely that's not going to come off now. I don't believe. So that one, and then that one, and that one. Now that we're at the top of the hill, I hope. Although it's going to be hard to get out. Now we're going to sell. We're over it. So how's that? It took the planks again, 3757. It doesn't like the beams. No way. Getting out of here, Trev. If I come back a little bit though, might be able to turn hard here. Oh, remember last time I got kind of stuck? I got stuck on fences and all sorts of stuff. Oh, there you go. It's a little bit difficult, but... So that's interesting then. So where do I sell this stuff to? We could try the carpentry shop. Hang on a sec. Go back to, where is it, prices. And if I'm looking at wood beams down here. No, it's not carpentry. See the playground. It says playground for wood beams. 10,400 bucks. So we just sold the planks, right? Where's my planks gone? Hang on, it's under, probably not far from where I was. Planks long or planks? No, I think it was just planks, wasn't it? Yeah, it'd be planks. So the playground. Hang on a second. Didn't I just get 37.58? So this is the playground maker hall, not the playground. So if I go back to wood beams, it doesn't say, it just says the playground. So hang on the map, if I zoom in, down here, which one's which? I come up that hill, and this is where I just sold the stuff. So that's the maker hall. And that's the playground. So I should be selling it there, right? Look, am I going to trust myself to reverse this? Oh, yeah, right. We can try, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, see, it does some weird stuff. Alright. Let's pass on that. How are you going to turn around, no, Trev? I could just go around the loop, assuming there's no traffic coming. Yeah, it's hard to... Well, there's deers coming, but apart from the deers... Yeah, I can do the loop-de-loop up there. Oh, there's no strap on that wood beam pellet, by the way, Trev. Ugh. Okay. Hopefully there's no other cars coming either. It has to be misty and foggy as well, which doesn't help. Alright, let's go sell this thing then. Well, hopefully it goes through there. So I think I just cut myself off from some money then, I think. Because I sold it at the maker hall and not the other one. No, not the actual, just the playground. Oh dear, I'm cutting corners here. Couldn't they have made this a little bit easier to get in and out of? Man! I mean, it's kind of picturesque kind of thing, but difficult though. I'm going to just miss that. So hopefully it sells here then. Well, there you go. Hang on. Let me just have a look at this again. So the wood beams are definitely there. If I go back to... Was it planks? Planks? Where's my planks? Planks. It still says playground. Planks long playground. Okay, that's it. Don't go anywhere near that shed, Trev. Just come along this area here. So I should do that. I should go right round the back there and come up that other area, and then I can just... Yeah, okay. Guess what? Trev's learned his lesson. That's what he's got to do. And this wagon, this little trailer will work really well. Watch out, dear. Jeez. Watch out, vehicles. Other vehicles. I'm coming through. Not stopping. Okay, so we worked that out. Oh my goodness. I kind of, I don't mind this sort of setup. This game becomes more and more addictive as you buy more and more stuff. It just makes life so much easier if I can just park the trailer in a location where when I get too much stock kind of build up, I just place it on the trailer. And when I feel like I want to travel somewhere because the prices are up or it's just got full, like when the lettuce was filling up that larger flatbed trailer, you just take it to market and sell it. Kind of lucky in one way. Which way are we going to go here? Back in this way, I think. Try to give myself a little bit more space. Hey Grandpa Walter, look, new trailer again. So yeah, that'll be the grocery one. Or the lettuce one. Oops. Almost hit the sawmill. And that works out pretty well because you line this up against the shed here and just park it with the nose like that, and it's not too bad. Could have been a little bit more against the shed, I suppose, but anyway. Oh, fantastic. Oh well, we got some more money. I can now say I know exactly where to take the timber for a change, and that's definitely the best price. Alright, we're saving it again. So yeah, I was thinking about the... Actually, how many contracts again? I was doing quite a few contracts before. I see the weeding ones. This is what I like. Although that is a big area, but see, that's got the bigger weeder, and that's got the smaller one. I think... Go and have a look at the shop, but I think that might be the really expensive weeder. I think there's one in between. Can't remember. Maybe that's like... Oh, I don't know, 3 meters? No, it'd have to be more than that. This one could be 6 meters, and this one's 12, 14 or something. So yeah, I'd rather have one that's double the size. It'll make it a lot easier to do these contracts. But whatever I pay, I'm taking my own gear if I go and buy it. So I'm getting what, 6,600? So over 6.5 grand for the weeding contracts. If I have my own equipment, and that'll come off the price of the. I might as well do it earlier rather than later, I think so. But if we do, I'm going to need this tractor, I think. So we'll just unattach that, head back to the store, and get our weeder. I mean, we've still got to get a roller. We've still got to get another fertilizer that wagon that does lime. Can't see a thing coming out of there. It's like a blind corner. Hang on, just stop for a sec. Yeah, I do need to take down more trees if I want to put down another greenhouse. So, and I'm still waiting for the sawmills to catch up. I've got so much timber stuck in the blinking sawmill. I mean, it's outside the sawmill actually. It's like, I don't know how much it is. 39,000, 40,000 litres is actually in the sawmill, and there's still tons of trees and stumps and branches and whatnot just sitting there. So don't take out the bus. So yeah, we've got 198,000. I can't remember what the weeder was. It might have been, I don't know, 40,000. I don't know. And then those water vehicles. Oh jeez. Yeah, I got the numbers all mixed up. I didn't really remember exactly what I was seeing, but the $90,000 water thing is like 32,000 litres capacity, and the next one up above mine I think was like only 8,000. Like the one I've got is 6,050. The next one up is like 8,000, and it cost me like 25 grand or something. I'm going like, that's nuts. Hang on, I'll show you. So in terms of, where was it? The barrels? Where are the barrels? Did I go past it? No, there they are. So this was the mega small one. It does 2,080 litres. This is the one we bought. 6,050 for 17 grand. But look, you don't pay an awful lot more, but it only goes from just over 6,000 to 8,000. That's not much. But then this one is like, oh wow, that's very expensive. But it finally jumps up 4 times the size of this, or I guess it jumps up 5 and a bit times the size of the one we've currently got. So that would almost completely fill one whole greenhouse. But I don't know how that fills. Like, I'd have to back that in. Does it actually... Main colour, rim, license, that's it? I've got a feeling that this underneath here somewhere attaches to a semi-trailer, so I've got a feeling if you want that, It is 5.7 tons. That's pretty big. What about this one? Yeah, see, that looks like you can still attach it to a tractor, but what's the point of paying 25 grand just to get another 2,000 litres? Anyway. That's still the same. Now, what were we looking for? Weeders. Weeder. There. So this is the tiny one that's in that contract. Yeah, that's 6 meters. I think that's the one that was the upgraded version. So it does 12 and costs 41,000. 12 k's an hour. 12 k's an hour. Yeah, I think that's why I was looking at this. So don't ask me why. Hang on. This does 12 meters in width, right? It says 12 meters in width. This one here says it does 12.4. So it's a fraction wider than this guy. It costs less, and it does twice the speed. 12. They all do 12, except this is 24 meters. Oh, we could probably still use it with our current tractor now that we've got the Challenger upgraded, but this is the one I'm chasing, I think. 36,000 for that. It's reasonably quick, quite wide. Tractor should handle it. It's a bargain. Alright, we'll have a look at that one. I don't think there's any other options. No, 160. Okay. Alright, we're buying a weeder. Thank you very much, Lee. Alrighty, it's well, actually, hang on. Where's the contracts here at the moment? The weeding ones. So we could do either of these. How about we just try... I might do that one off camera, I don't know, but we'll try at least that one. So, 14... Yeah, that's not that far away at all, is it? Okay, accept that contract. Pick up our weeder and we'll go and do it. I haven't really had a chance, I must say, to use the Challenger tractor in a job since I've had the engine upgraded. I'm very curious. Alright, let's go around and try this. I mean, it kind of feels fantastic when you think that, yeah, the greenhouses are still manufacturing more and more of the lettuce produce. And if I finished my contracts for this month, I just skip over to the next month, and then all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of produce ready to sell again. So I don't know what I'm doing now. It must be, I don't know, 30, 40, 50,000, I guess, per month in just lettuce, I think. And of course the timber's also helping as well. It's not as quick, I don't think, to produce stuff, but still. What did we do? We almost got, what, 14, 15 grand for the timber, so that all helps. And I guess if you're doing little contracts here and there, that all adds up, all helps as well. Alrighty, up here. Knock into this car, he'll probably stop, yep. I've noticed if you kind of go over to the middle of the road kind of thing, they get a little bit more likely to stop, I guess. I don't think I've ever seen a car come down that road. Oops. Just don't mind me, I'm drunk. Okay, so this is the one we're meant to be doing in here. Now, how far out does this thing go? If we unfold it... Yeah, see, it goes twice. It goes to there, and then it folds out again. That is awesome. Look at that for the width. Jeez. Awesome, 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 awesome. Alright. So we will lower it down, and we'll start weeding. Holy cow, that's... Well, I'm kind of... Am I going downhill? I think I might be. The only problem with this is you can't really see exactly where you've been, except for the tyre marks. Yeah, 1/5 of the paddock already, jeez. Kind of gonna miss a little bit just there. Oh, you can kind of see. You can kind of see where you've been. The last thing I want to do is to end up with a section missed, because then you don't, you'd have to go back to the map to see what you have and haven't weeded and whatnot. So I don't mind if I go over it once more than I have to, or in some cases you don't anyway. Yeah, she's bogging down a little bit there. Yeah, I think I might have missed a tiny bit just there. I mean, they do allow you a little bit of grace when it comes to that. Yeah, it's just the unfortunate shape of the paddock here, but I think I'm going to have to back Trev, because occasionally it gets caught in with everything else, like it'll hit the trees and whatnot. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit more on the edge there I think I still need to do. I'm being very conservative here. But yeah, one more run down the outside will finish it. What do you think? That's awesome. That's pretty quick. I mean, when I had the tractor before, if I was doing this before, it would feel like it would slow down to, like, I don't know, 5, 8, 10. At least this is going along fairly quickly. There you go, she's about to stop, I think. 97. There you go, done. Pick it up, close it up. How good is that, guys? Love that. I mean, that's only a smaller contract, but that's pretty good. Alright, we're going to collect that one. And then off camera I can do the other weeding one, which is worth a lot more. Oh, that's the big one in front of my farm. That's where that one is. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm feeling chuffed about that. That's another implement that I've now got that I don't have to buy, and when we do contracts, we're not, spending 3, 4, 600 bucks or whatever it might be to lease the equipment, sort of thing. So it's a win-win, isn't it, when you start buying your own stuff? Because I mean, you've got to still repair it and whatever, I know, but I think ultimately, yeah, it seems to be a much better thing to do, to have your own equipment. You can use it whenever you want. You don't have to go back to the shop. Although, mind you, you've got to go clean it every now and again. And then get it repainted if you wanted to. Anyhow. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. So yeah, we've done really well, I think, to get to this point. I mean, I might start to change how frequently I show each video. I specifically wanted to make sure I did do that when I first started. No trains? No trains. Yeah, so there's the paddock for the next contract, just there. But yeah, we should be able to gradually increase the empire of the farm, I guess. I mean, that will probably happen more so when I start buying additional blocks of land and whatnot. We haven't really got into the AI worker yet either. And the other thing too, we may end up needing another shed, like some decent piece of shed to be able to put all this equipment in, because I'm leaving some of it outside and not all of it. I've been able to house some things. I mean, I'm not making use of that big shed that we got from Grandpa Walter there, but it's almost like I would love to have a big shed just here. Just put a massive shed there where I can store all the equipment. Well, it's not going to store all of it, because there's there's actually quite a lot, isn't there? Get around there without scratching the paintwork, Trev. Alright. Anything happen with the cows? No, still 3 out of 25. Oh, I'll have to keep an eye on it over the next little while and see if it does change. So it'll just take while I'm off doing other contracts and stuff. I basically see some of the produce pop out of the greenhouses, and trying to keep an eye on these sawmills. There's still lots of timber sitting out in the front here. What are these two doing again? 669 for the wood beams, and wood planks are now 784, so probably overnight I would see another bunch of wood beams and another bunch of planks. The wood doesn't seem to vary that much. So when we were looking at wood beams, the lowest price was 8736, 8838. Like, if the playground's always this high, then it will probably always be, paying you 10,000 for wood beams, I would think. Where's the planks again? Yeah, they seem to vary a bit more. But still, look, the playground's always offering the best price, 4.6. 6.8 for the long planks. Okay. Finances. I was going to show you before I leave the episode. Yeah, see, that was a huge amount there, 98,451. It was the previous month. Yeah, here, where it says water costs, 0,000, and then boom, 1372. I'm pretty certain that's just from filling up 6,050 litres from the town water supply. So that's like a massive cross. Absolutely not doing that again. So I bought the hay and the straw. And was there something else? No, I bought another couple of things of hay. So I think I had 3 hay and 1 straw for 6,000. And then this was actually the miscellaneous cost here was actually the TMR. So $1,000 per pallet. But yeah, I was blown away when I saw the that cost for the water. So yeah, I don't know if that's going to help anyone else watching this video, but geez, don't take water from the water tower in town. And that 8529, that was the winch that was on sale at about half price. So anyhow, but yeah, we're doing all right. We are. The farm's coming along really well. I couldn't be happier, really. But yeah, it's a long way to go to build up an empire, isn't it, sort of thing. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun playing this so far. Anyway, guys, I will leave the episode here. Certainly hope you enjoyed it today. If you did, you can really help the channel out by smashing that like button for the video. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you can mega help the channel out by subscribing. Alright, everyone. Thanks so much. Cheers.